As wildfires become the new normal, Malibu is cracking down on camping in public places. How the city's new ordinance may push people to pack up and get out.
And city leaders say no to dividing and conquering. Why the city rejected a new voting proposal for Malibu elections.
And dropping into the Boo, the new addition to Malibu Bluffs Park that's getting local kids excited.
News at 5
starts now.
News, weather, and sports. Live from Malibu, this is NewsWaves32.
A new ordinance to prevent fire risks. Malibu leaders are giving authorities the power to order people out of public areas during red flag conditions. Good evening, I'm Katie Muchler.
And I'm Christina Stratton. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of NewsWaves. In our top story this evening, NewsWaves32 reporter Jenna Gartner is live in Malibu with details on the new law the Malibu City Council passed last night. Jenna?
Thank you, Christina. Yes, I was at the Malibu City Council last night where they passed an ordinance to prevent trespass in the very high fire hazard severity zones. They decided that camping in high brush areas like this increases the risk of fire and can be dangerous to the Malibu community. But there was also some controversy in the meeting last night about where the people who are kicked out of these areas will go.
With the arrival of fire season, Malibu is pushing even harder to keep our city safe. As a part of this effort, City Council members unanimously voted in favor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Of the fire trespass ordinance at last night's City Council meeting. The ordinance allows sheriffs to verbally order people to leave high fire severity zones in the Malibu area. If they refuse, they can be arrested for trespassing. Many residents are thankful that the city is protecting their home.
I was really excited, and I believe the intent is to save human lives and prevent the loss of human life.
But others shared their worries about how the ordinance will be implemented.
My initial reaction to this was a lot of concern just for the Malibu homeless population.
What happens to this homeless population, and if there's any routes for them in terms of displacements, are there resources that they can be connected to if they are asked to leave?
Another concern is that denying the homeless a place to camp is unconstitutional if they have nowhere else to go. Banning this could be a problem for the homeless population that needs a place to camp every night. But residents are also worried about the danger that these camps can pose in a high fire threat zone.
It's the entire community of Malibu that's threatened, so we really need to take this so seriously.
Council members recognize that a lot of thought needs to go into deciding the details of this ordinance.
The resolution has to happen where we take care of our homeless, but we also have to respect the property owners and the welfare of those homeless themselves.
The ordinance will go into effect in 30 days.
Now that the ordinance is passed, the city can work with the Sheriff's Department to create their implementation guidelines. The city will also be working with other organizations that they can partner with to help homeless people find the resources they need. Reporting live in Legacy Park, I'm Jenna Gartner, NewsWaves32.
Thank you, Jenna. Investigators have identified the starting point of the Saddleridge Fire that has burned more than 8,000 acres in the San Fernando Valley. The LA Fire Department says the fire originated beneath a power line that is operated by Southern California Edison. The power company told state regulators that it suffered an electric malfunction around the same time the fire started last Thursday. Officials are still investigating what exactly sparked the blaze. The fire is only 45% contained and has destroyed 17 structures.
City leaders said no last night to dividing Malibu into separate voting districts.
I don't think this is the right time to do this. It might be in the future, but I think right now we've got a huge road to hoe, as they say. We've got a lot of work ahead of us.
Councilmember Skylar Peak proposed his plan to have residents elect one city council member to represent where they live, rather than voting on the entire council. The council voted 4-1 to table the discussion, citing that the city needs to focus efforts on other priorities before considering district-based elections.
Also from last night's meeting, residents are pushing the city to take action and ban pesticides that kill local wildlife.
You lose all sort of respect for this podium, respect for this city and how it works, when this is the right thing to do. So just do it. 3 this year.
This comes after a report last week showed 2 mountain lions ingested rat poison before dying in the Santa Monica Mountains this summer. The council has already voted 3 times to ban the use of rat poison in Malibu. Activists at the meeting called out City Attorney Christy Hogan for delaying the ban. But Hogan assured residents she is on the same side as the community. The council will discuss the issue at a later meeting.
Grab your boards. A new skate park is coming to Malibu. NewsWaves32 reporter Kaylin Mendez is live at Malibu Bluffs Park with details on the park and how residents can tell the city what they want there. Kaylin?
Thank you. It's time for residents to grab their boards. Not surfboards, skateboards. I'm here at Bluffs Park, where this open land behind me will soon be the home for a new skate park. Malibu is asking community members on feedback for what they want the park to look like.
The city is asking residents for their input on Malibu's new skate park, like if they would rather have a skate bowl or ramp, and what materials the park should be made out of. It's been 8 years since Malibu's last skate park closed, and Malibu parents and kids have been at the forefront of pushing the city to build a new one.
We got a ton of kids here, boys and girls, that skate. There's probably at least 20 or 30 kids. Whenever we hear about a meeting, we try to put the word out as quick as possible, and then we encourage the kids to get involved, and we tell them, this is their chance to get up and tell the city what they'd really like to see.
Without a place to skate, kids have taken to skating in parking lots and anywhere else they can try out tricks.
They kick us out a lot, so every time we skate, we skate back here, they don't really care if we skate out here, but in front, not really.
Gardner says he has even commuted to other cities to try out their skate parks.
Anywhere from Orange County to San Francisco.
The new park will offer Malibu skaters a safe local space to practice their sport.
I feel happy because all the meetings have been too long. It's been too long.
The temporary skate park is set to open this spring, and after it's open, the permanent park will be built right next to it, with the temporary park being converted into its parking lot. But in the meantime, I'll see you later, skaters. I'm Kayla Mendez for NewsWaves32. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Kaylin. Some city leaders are asking locals to chime in on cell service. The City of Calabasas has a new survey on their website. The survey asks how satisfied community members and businesses are with their current cell service near their home and work. It also asks if residents were satisfied with their service during the recent Woolsey fire. Calabasas is collecting feedback to see if the city should push for more cell services and facilities. Residents can take the survey online until November 1st.
As the vaping epidemic gets worse, Santa Monica is taking action. The Santa Monica City Council will discuss the possibility of banning the sale of flavored tobacco products and e-cigarettes tonight. The ban is an effort to discourage youth from vaping, as the CDC has confirmed 26 deaths have resulted from e-cigarette use. The County of Los Angeles Board of Supervisors banned the sale of flavored tobacco products last month for unincorporated LA County.
Drop, cover, and hold on. The world's largest earthquake drill to ensure safety for millions.
Acing out the competition, how a local tennis star rang in her 3rd championship this weekend.
And hiking for a cause, how volunteers show what parents in other countries have to do for medical care. Today's sunny skies and low winds made a nice fall day in Malibu, but a weather warm-up is on the way. I'll be back with the full forecast after the break.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow?
No.
Snow-covered trees?
Nothing to do with snow.
Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you.
Time to drop, cover, and hold on. A worldwide earthquake drill is preparing millions for earthquakes. Tomorrow at 10:17 a.m., millions of people across the world will participate in the annual Shakeout, a 1-minute drill to inform people on what to do during an earthquake and how to be safer. You can register to participate in the drop, cover, and hold on drill at shakeout.org. There was a 4.5 magnitude earthquake last night in the Bay Area, so it's increasingly important to be prepared when there's
terrifying.
an earthquake.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of earthquakes.
Well, I think everyone in LA should be participating in that drill tomorrow.
Yes, of course. But along with earthquakes, we also had the fires this past week, so weather is prominent right now.
Yeah.
Yes. It's currently 76 degrees in Malibu and expected to be in the high 60s tonight. Humidity is at 39% and winds are traveling at 10 miles per hour. The high for today was 80 degrees. Surrounding areas such as Agoura Hills and Calabasas are currently experiencing highs in the low to mid 80s. Down the coast in Santa Monica, it's breezy and sitting at a cool temp of 70 degrees. A happy medium, Thousand Oaks, is 76 degrees. Today's fire threat is low and expected to remain low over the next few days. Today's surf is on the smaller side, with waves reaching only 1 to 2 feet. The wave temperature is 64 degrees and winds are averaging 4.6 miles per hour. Let's take a look at our 4-day forecast. Tomorrow things are heating up, but will be cloudy. The high will be 80 degrees with a low of 56, and wind speeds will range between 5 and 10 miles per hour. The temperature will cool down Thursday with a high of 71 and a low of 55. This cooling trend will last throughout the weekend. The highs for today and Saturday are in the low 70s and low temperatures will be in the high 50s. Wow. It's just amazing how quickly the air quality has improved because of the fires. Thankfully, they declared today that it's moderate, so hopefully it just stays on this trend. And will continue to improve as the fire gets controlled. Yes.
Yes. I know all Saturday I was inside, I had my mask all ready to go. It could get really dangerous out there.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hiking for a cause.
NewsWaves32 reporter Hannah Fallman is live with details on a local event that raising awareness about medical access in developing countries. Hannah?
Thank you. When Malibu residents get sick, it's easy to access medical services, such as conveniently local urgent care practices. However, for children in developing nations, it is a lot harder. One local organization is helping more kids gain access to the medical attention they need to survive.
One hike, one cause.
It's called Hike to Mend, and it's basically inspired by all the people that have walked across countries or for miles out of their villages to try to get their children to our surgical missions.
Mending Kids is a nonprofit organization based in Glendale, California, that travels around the world to provide impoverished children with medical attention they need to survive. On Saturday, Mending Kids hosted a unique event at Topanga State Park, a hike to symbolize the distance parents in developing countries have to travel to get medical care for their children.
5 miles. It's not a killer, but it was challenging. So 5 miles is about the average our families have to go to find any kind of medical care.
Mending Kids says parents sometimes have to travel across entire countries to get their children surgical care.
This is what the journey the parents do. The parents take a long journey. I worked with one woman that spent 20 hours on a bus to get to the facility where we were at, and their buses are standing room only, and it's hot and it's sticky, and they are carrying a sick child with them.
Hikers are encouraged to carry this bag, resembling the weight of a small baby, that a parent in a developing country would have to carry to get their child to medical treatment.
The hike was a way for people to walk in the footsteps of parents in developing countries. The funds raised from Saturday's hike will go toward the next 4 mission trips Mending Kids will embark on this year.
It's been amazing to be with, to see kids that are thriving after, a team of really dedicated volunteers, work very hard to perform, complex surgery and to really repair kids so they can have a much better life.
Since 2005, Mending Kids has treated over 4,000 children in over 65 countries, saving lives one surgery at a time.
We often take it for granted how easy it is to gain access to medical care. Other areas in the world aren't as lucky. The Mending Kids Foundation is now letting more kids gain access to this medical attention and care they need. I'm reporting live, Hannah Pullman, NewsWaves32.
Thank you, Hannah. An ace like no other, how a female Pepperdine tennis player just scored herself another championship win.
And kicking it in the PCH Cup, how the Pepperdine women's soccer against crosstown rival Loyola Marymount University.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody.
So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
A major mountaineer is coming to Malibu. Ed Viesters will be at a book signing event at the Malibu Library tomorrow night at 7. Viesters is a professional mountaineer who has climbed the world's 14 8,000-meter peaks without extra oxygen. Viesters is the only American who has completed this achievement. And if that's not enough, he has scaled Mount Everest 3 times. Here we are with Austin on sports. What is going on?
Yeah, so we have two really big developments with our Pepperdine women's sports and one community high school sort of development that's really catching some attention. It even got covered by the LA Times today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very impressive.
Yeah.
Looks like our female athletes are taking over this week.
Yes, definitely.
We're so proud of them.
So first, Ashley Leahy continues her tennis tirade. Ashley Leahy of Pepperdine Women's Tennis collected her 3rd straight championship crown in just 3 weeks. She defeated the number 4 ranked Alexa Graham of North Carolina in the ITA All-American Championship on Sunday. It is the 2nd time Leahy has beaten Graham this season. The Wave senior star player is still undefeated this year, and the team will travel to San Diego on Thursday for the ITA Southwest Regionals. Pepperdine women's soccer takes down Loyola Marymount in the PCH Cup. In what looked like a potential trap game, the 3-8-2 Lions battled the Waves till the end of regulation, and the game was still scoreless. In the overtime period, LMU was down a player after receiving a red card. Sophomore Trinity Watson capitalized with a wide-open 30-yard shot from outside the box and into the corner of the net. The walk-off goal brings the Waves to 6-5-2 on the season. And a local football coach with an inspiring story. Calabasas football coach and former Trojan Star linebacker Chris Claiborne is returning to USC to earn his degree. Claiborne played 8 years in the NFL and is now a husband and father of 3. He spends his Tuesdays and Thursdays taking classes at USC and hopes to graduate with a sociology degree in the spring. Claiborne balances his schoolwork with coaching one of the best high schools in the area, the 5-2 Calabasas Coyotes, who are on pace for a number 1 seed playoff berth.
Wow, I really love that last story. Very heartwarming,
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
so, yeah.
I did some research on this last year, and a lot of schools that if you play a sport with them and then you go pro like Claiborne did, if you come back to the school, they keep your academic scholarship and they pay for your education no matter what your age.
Wow.
That's a really cool program,
Yeah,
too.
really cool.
That's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
Sure. Well, from Wisteria Lane to prison. The scene today as a Desperate Housewives actress started serving her time for cheating the college admissions system.
And feel the madness at Pepperdine's largest event of the year. See how the community came together to celebrate in orange and blue style.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
What are you, superheroes?
Just 4 brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite. Unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book could be the first thing helps to change a life. Book people unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Welcome back to NewsWaves. I'm Buddy Kennedy, and this is Around the Town Tuesday, where I show you what's new in Malibu. Today, we take a look back at one of Pepperdine's biggest events of the year, Blue and Orange Madness. The smoke from the Windy and Saddleridge fires weren't enough to stop Pepperdine's plans Friday night. The 10th annual Waves Weekend was a huge success this past weekend. One of the biggest events of the year for the university is Blue and Orange Madness. The event encourages parents to visit their kids for a family-centered night of fun. The carnival, set up right on campus, is an impressive spectacle to say the least, complete with carnival rides and games, a petting zoo, photo booth, In-N-Out, cotton candy and churros, but most importantly, community and friendships.
It was a family atmosphere, but it was a lot of, the friendships that the students have made and the friendships that the parents have made.
Pepperdine's purpose for the event is to welcome back graduates to reconnect with family, friends, and faculty. Students and their families get a chance to enjoy a night together and miss each other a little less.
I have enjoyed just getting together with everybody. Missing our kid is the biggest thing.
The event provided fun not only for students, but parents as well.
I was one of the parents that went on one of the rides. Not too many parents go on the rides, but I did the swings and it was really fun. It was before it got too dark, so it was a beautiful view.
Pepperdine's Blue and Orange Madness more than achieved its goal by providing students and their families a chance to enjoy time together and make some memories.
Well, Buddy, I know I saw you there, and we had quite a fun time, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. It's one of my favorite events that Pepperdine puts on. It's the only one I've gone to all 4 years. I got my fanny pack, I got my free t-shirt, and free In-N-Out.
I know. For me to win my fanny pack, I had to shoot 2 basketballs and a hoop.
Oh, wow.
What did you have to do?
Yeah, well, I actually just took one because I couldn't make 2, so what are you going to do?
Oh, okay.
I just went for the Ferris wheel.
Yes.
I like the carnival rides.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I heard it's going to be a long 2 weeks for Desperate Housewives star.
Oh, yes, it is. Felicity Huffman is serving her time for her role in the college admissions scandal. Day 1 of 14. Felicity Huffman is behind bars in a federal prison tonight. The Desperate Housewives star reportedly reported to a federal prison in Dublin, California, to begin serving her 14-day sentence. Huffman pled guilty to bribery and multiple counts of fraud, admitting that she paid a $15,000 bribe for someone to correct her daughter's SAT answers. Once she is out, Huffman will spend a year on supervised release and have to do 250 hours of community service. Pepperdine may be in California, but this weekend the university experienced a little bit of Arizona. Take a listen. American rock band Arizona brought their electropop sounds to Malibu last Saturday for Pepperdine's Waves Weekend concert. Arizona performed some of their top hits like Cross My Mind and Oceans Away. The group shared how they became a band.
Made some stuff and it was fun, and when the conversation happened, it was, eventually it was like, well, what do we call it if we do put it out on like SoundCloud or something, and Nate was wearing an Arizona iced tea hat.
The trio just came back from a series of headlining tours.
During one of the songs in the set, we literally jumped into this unicorn and set sail. And
those at the concert loved Arizona's pop rock beats.
Our first Waves Weekend, even though we're sophomores.
Okay.
Yes, we're enjoying it.
Thanks, Kat. That's all we have for tonight.
Have a great night. We'll be back on Thursday.